Okay, good day. So now we will discuss stoichiometry. So stoichiometry involves calculation with in a balanced chemical equation. So with this, we could identify the mass of another substance if the mass of the other substance is given. So given that that the both substance is involved are both involved in a same chemical reaction. Okay, so in stoichiometry, it is important to know how to perform dimensional analysis, um, ke- um, balancing chemical equation, and of course conversion of mass to moles and moles to mass of the substances. So just a quick review. So if you have this chemical reaction wherein substance A reacts with substance B, we could relate the quantities of the two substances. So let us recall, if you have mass of substance A, you can convert it to moles of substance A with the help of the conversion factor using the molar mass of A. And same with it, the moles of A could also be delivered as formula units of A, substance A. So those are molecules, or if it is atom, or if it is ion. So the important conversion factor is Avogadro's number. Okay? So if we had this substance A, we could relate substance A with substance B. So we could relate them using the moles of A, or moles of substance A, and convert it to the moles of substance B. Okay? So if you have moles of B, you could also relate the moles of B to the mass of B if you have the molar mass of B. And also, the moles of B could be also related with the units, formula units of B, molecules, ions, or atoms of B if you have the Avogadro's number. So, between the two substances, the relationship of the quantities of substance A and substance B, you only need the mole ratio. Okay? And the mole ratio of substance A and substance B will be related to its balanced chemical equation. So, let's try to perform stoichiometry. So, let's say you have ammonia reacts with oxygen gas to form nitrogen gas and water. So, how many moles of oxygen gas are needed to react with 8 moles of ammonia? So, with this problem, you have 8 moles of ammonia as given, and you want to identify the number of moles of oxygen gas. So, the two substances are different substances, but we could relate them by using the mole ratio. So, first, let's perform balanced chemical equation. So, NH3 plus O2 will form nitrogen gas and water. So, to balance this one, I would like to place 2 on the ammonia. So, place 3 on the water. So, I have 6 hydrogen and 2 and 3 oxygen. So, I will like to place 3 over 2 here. So, the balanced chemical equation will be 4 ammonia plus 3 oxygen gas will form 2 nitrogen gas plus 6 water. Okay? So, we have 4 nitrogen on the left, 4 nitrogen on the right, 12 hydrogen on the left, and 12 hydrogen on the right, and 6 oxygen on the left, and 6 oxygen on the right. Okay, so now let us plan. So we have moles of ammonia and convert it to moles of oxygen. So we could direct convert moles of ammonia to moles of oxygen gas. Now we would like to know what is the important conversion factor to convert moles of ammonia and moles of oxygen gas, and that is the mole ratio. So the mole ratio will be based on the balanced chemical equation. So the balanced chemical equation tells us that for every 3 moles of oxygen gas, 3 moles of oxygen gas, we have 4 moles of ammonia. 4 moles of ammonia. Now let us perform dimensional analysis. So you have given 8 moles of ammonia, and we would like the moles of ammonia unit on the next part to be placed on the denominator for us to be able to cancel the mole ammonia unit. Okay, and mole of oxygen at the top, because this is the desired unit. And again, 3 moles of oxygen gas for every 4 moles of ammonia. Again, this is based on the balanced chemical equation. So this is your mole ratio. So this will be 8 times 3 divided by 4. So we will be having 6 moles of oxygen gas. Okay? So let's have another example. What if the given is 10 moles of ammonia and we would like to convert it to grams of oxygen gas? So this is from moles of ammonia to the mass of oxygen gas. So again, this is 2 different substances, but they are involved in the same chemical reaction. So I think I just need to copy the balanced chemical reaction because we have the same chemical reaction for this question. Okay, now let us plan. If you have given moles of ammonia, so first, before you arrive to the mass of oxygen gas, you need to convert moles of ammonia to the moles of oxygen gas. After that, you can convert the moles of oxygen gas to the mass of oxygen gas. So let us identify the conversion factors. To convert moles of ammonia to moles of oxygen gas, you need the mole ratio. To convert moles of oxygen gas to the mass of oxygen gas, you need the molar mass of oxygen gas. So let's try. So we have given 10 moles of ammonia times moles of ammonia at the bottom, and the desired unit is the moles of oxygen gas. So this will be the mole ratio, which is 3 moles of oxygen gas given here for every 4 moles of ammonia, given again on the balanced chemical equation. So after we arrive to this answer, next is to perform the moles to mass conversion. So you need the molar mass of oxygen gas. So based on the molar mass computation, oxygen gas has 32 grams per every 1 mole of oxygen gas. So cancel similar units. So you will have 240 grams of oxygen gas. Meaning to say, if you want to react 10 moles of ammonia, you need to have 240 grams of oxygen gas. So let's have another example. C2H6 or ethane reacts with oxygen gas to form carbon dioxide and water. So let us balance first. To balance this one, I think I should place 2 on the carbon dioxide. So now we will be having 4 oxygen and 2 carbon. 4 oxygen plus 1 will be 5. So I think I need to balance the hydrogen. So to balance this, I need to place 3 on the water. And now we have carbon 2, oxygen on the left is 2, oxygen on the right is 2, 4, and 3 is 7. So I need to place 7 over 2 on oxygen. Okay, so again, carbon is 2, hydrogen has 6, hydrogen on the right has 6, on the left oxygen has 7, on the right we have 7 oxygen. Now I need to multiply this by 2 on both sides for me to have the numerical coefficients to be in whole numbers. So 2 ethane plus 7 oxygen gas forms 4 carbon dioxide and 6 water. Now this is the balanced chemical equation. So I can now answer these 3 different questions because this balanced chemical equation will be uniform on all those questions. Okay, so grams of oxygen gas, we have number 1. For number 1, so you have given 250 grams of ethane. Now identify the grams of oxygen gas needed. So let us plan this out. So the given is mass of ethane. To do this, to convert this to the mass of oxygen, again, first convert the mass of ethane to moles of ethane. And to relate ethane to oxygen gas, you can now convert this one to moles of oxygen gas, and now you can convert this one to the mass of oxygen gas. Okay, mass of ethane to moles of ethane, you need the molar mass of ethane. Moles of ethane to the moles of oxygen gas, you need the mole ratio. And moles of oxygen gas to the mass of oxygen gas, you need the molar mass of oxygen gas. So hopefully you know how to identify the molar masses. Okay, so let's solve. So if you have, so you will have this one as given, 250 grams of ethane. So I need the factor molar mass of ethane. So ethane has, for every 1 mole of ethane, I will be having 30 grams of ethane. So this is the molar mass of ethane, 30 grams per mole. So I place grams at the bottom for me to be able to cancel out grams of ethane, and moles of ethane is the desired unit. Now multiply this with the mole ratio. So after the molar mass, you need the mole ratio. So the balanced chemical equation tells us that for every 2 moles of ethane, you have 7 moles of oxygen gas. Okay, so after you arrive to the moles of oxygen gas, you need the molar mass of oxygen gas, which is 32 grams of oxygen gas for every 1 mole of oxygen gas. So let us cancel out all the similar units. So grams of ethane, moles of ethane to moles of ethane, moles of oxygen gas, and moles of oxygen gas. The remaining unit is grams of oxygen. So let us solve 250 times So the total mass is 933 grams of oxygen gas. So if you have 250 grams of ethane, you need 933 grams of oxygen gas for you to able to completely react that amount of ethane. Okay, now let us answer number 2. So number 2, if you have given 100 grams of ethane, you need to convert it to the moles of O2. So plan this out. Mass of ethane, convert first to the moles of ethane. So after moles of ethane, convert it to the moles of oxygen gas. Now you have the moles of oxygen gas. Identify the conversion factor, molar mass of ethane. For this, you need the mole ratio. Perform dimensional analysis. Given is 100 grams of ethane. Multiply by the conversion factor molar mass, which is 30 grams of ethane for every 1 mole of ethane, times the mole ratio. Based on the balanced chemical reaction, you have 2 moles of ethane. At the top, you will be placing oxygen gas, which is, I'm sorry, this should be carbon dioxide. So, this is carbon dioxide. Okay, based on the chemical reaction, we have 4 moles of carbon dioxide. Okay, 4 moles of carbon dioxide. Cancel similar units. Perform the calculation. You have 6.67 moles of carbon dioxide. Okay, and for number 3, how much water, so in grams, was produced when 30 moles of oxygen gas was consumed. So if you have 30 moles of oxygen gas, you need to convert it to the water in grams, meaning mass of water. So with this, you have 30 moles. I'm sorry, I need to plan this out first. You have given moles of oxygen gas. You can relate it directly to the moles of water. After that, you can relate now this to the mass of water. So moles of oxygen to moles of water, this is mole ratio. So moles to moles conversion, you need mole ratio. Mole to mass, of course, this will be molar mass of water. So first, you have 30 mole as given, times the mole ratio for every 7 moles of oxygen gas given on this chemical equation, 7 moles of oxygen gas, you have 6 moles of water. 6 moles of water. Then you will be having this moles of water. Now you can convert it to the mass of water, which is 18 grams of water is equal over 1 mole of water. Cancel similar units. So the answer will be 462.86 grams of water. So if you want to react 30 moles of oxygen gas, you need if you completely reacted 30 moles of oxygen gas, you will be having 462.86 grams of water as a product.